Alright, this is a video for Guitar 3 on Julio by Vonderstock, Allegretto, you're in 3/4. Alright, so what we have here is we have a few double stops, and you have a lot of chromaticism here in your part throughout this whole first section. Alright, so you're going to start with low A. Alright, now you have a double stop with your E and your A, so you can just bar it with your first finger or your second finger. Alright, on that A and that E. Alright, now you're going to play the A again, F sharp twice. Now here's where it gets a little chromatic. G sharp on the 4th fret, 6th string with your F natural. And then your open A as you drop down to the E. Drop your G. Go down 1 fret. Now I'm putting on these 2 fingers right here on the A and the E. And I'm dropping down to A natural or F natural. Open D, and back down to E. Alright, now that's going to be a little bit rough. You're going to have to take a moment and learn that. But I'm going to play it one time all the way through. That way you can hear how it sounds. Actually does it twice. Alright, you end there on the C, and I know it sounds major. It sounds like you're in E major, but you're actually not, because the rest of the chord around you is playing that A minor. Alright, now you have a nice melody coming in at measure 17 on the 2nd page. So you have this C. You have a nice line there at the end all the way to 25. Now be careful with the chromaticism. Remember that if it is sharp at the beginning of the measure, it will stay sharp until the end of the measure. Alright, and you have a lot of low notes there at the end of that section from 22, 23, 24, 25, or maybe 21. Yeah, 21, 22, 23, and 24. You have a lot of low notes, so watch out for that. Take it nice and slow. Now remember that you're playing an inner voice, and during the section from 17 all the way down to 29, you're playing an intersection, so you're the voice that kind of creates the tension. So if it sounds weird, it's probably right. Alright, so here we go again. We're starting at measure 17. 1, 2, 3. And then you get to measure 25. Now 25, you have just a higher voice going on. Alright, so lots of double stops there. Not anything hard to play, but they are double stops, so I maybe write a little note to myself saying that they're coming up. Let's take that part one more time. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Alright, and then you go back and you play the melody one more time. And you end out the song playing the melody. Alright, I hope this helps. Let me know if it doesn't, and hopefully we can get this done.